So you want to know what infrastructure as code is and which tools matter. Imagine building cloud systems with just a few lines of code, not endless menus. That is the promise of infrastructure as code, or IAC. But why does it matter and which tools should you care about? By the end, you will know how IAC can save you time, money, and headaches. Let us start with a story. At a fast-growing startup, every new server or database meant someone logging in and setting things up by hand. It worked at first, but as the company grew, things got messy. One day, a critical system went down because someone missed a step. The team scrambled, but nobody remembered how things were set up. This is the pain IAC was built to solve. So what is infrastructure as code? IAC means managing and provisioning computing resources using code. Instead of manual setups, you write scripts that define your infrastructure. This code can be version controlled and reused just like your app code. The result? Automation, consistency, and the ability to scale without chaos. Why is this a game changer? 3 reasons: automation, version control, and consistency. IAC eliminates manual setups, so there are fewer mistakes and faster deployments. Every change is tracked, so you always know who did what. And whether you are spinning up one environment or 100, everything is set up the same way. How do you actually do infrastructure as code? Here are the most popular tools. Terraform works across all major cloud providers, including AWS, Azure, and GCP. You write configuration files, and Terraform makes it happen. It is scalable and has a huge community. AWS CloudFormation is for Amazon Web Services. It uses JSON or YAML templates to define and manage resources, tightly integrated with AWS. Ansible uses YAML playbooks to automate cloud resources and system configurations. It is agentless, so you do not need to install anything special on your servers. Great for both cloud and on-premise setups. Pulumi lets you write infrastructure code in real programming languages like Python, TypeScript, or Go. It is developer-friendly, flexible, and works with multiple cloud providers. Chef and Puppet are classic configuration management tools. Chef uses recipes, and Puppet uses declarative manifests to keep servers consistent. They are especially useful for managing large fleets of machines. Bicep is for Microsoft Azure. It is more human-readable than older Azure templates, making it easier to define resources in the Microsoft Cloud. Which tool should you choose? If you want cloud-agnostic flexibility, Terraform is hard to beat. If you are all in on AWS or Azure, CloudFormation or Bicep might be best. For configuration management, Ansible, Chef, and Puppet are strong choices. If you want to use real programming languages, Pulumi is a great option. Back to our startup team. After their outage, they switched to infrastructure as code. Now, every environment is created from the same codebase. Deployments are fast and reliable. The team can focus on building new features instead of fixing broken servers. That is the real power of IAC. Here is the most valuable insight: infrastructure as code is not just about automation. It makes your engineering process more reliable, scalable, and future-proof. The best teams use IAC to move faster and avoid costly mistakes. If you are not using it yet, now is the perfect time to start. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I am a one-person team working hard to make each video better than the last. Subscribe if you found value. It is the best way to show support. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. See you in the next video.